My name is Jim Heiler. I'm the president of the Schoolfield Preservation Foundation. The purpose of this foundation is to preserve the history and culture of the Schoolfield Mill Village, which Dan River formed back in 1903. There are two economic engines that supported Danville for 150 years, those being textiles and tobacco. The textile industry began in Danville in 1882 as the Riverside Cotton Mills Incorporated. The population of Danville at that point in time was 7,500 people. 16 years of phenomenal success and growth required expansion. The Schoolfield division was then initiated. 6 people led by T.B. Fitzgerald, 3 Schoolfield brothers, a lumberman, and a doctor, all bought stock and thus bought property here for the beginning of the Schoolfield division of Danville Mills. It began as a paternalistic concept in that not only did the corporation provide a workplace for the people, they provided a home, a fire station, police station, churches, schools, welfare building, the recreation center for activities, and the clinic, free clinic. So that was the paternalistic piece of this thing, therefore being self-contained. In 1909, they merged with the Riverside Mills and became Dan River Cotton Mills, later renamed Dan River Mills Incorporated. This concept kind of ended in 1930 because of the Depression and because of the fact that the corporation had to lay people off. The unions got upset about that. They had the biggest strike they ever had. And Dan River began after that a serious decline in the 1950s. They reached their pinnacle in the late 40s and early 50s, I guess, but began serious decline in the 1950s, primarily because of foreign competition. The last operating piece of activity for Dan River was in this welfare building, which was the personnel building for the entire Dan River activities in this area, okay? And then the number one weave shed that's directly across the street from this building was the last operating piece, and that ended in 2006. But the bankruptcy itself, the disposition of the buildings and such in Schoolfield ended in 2008, and that's when we purchased this building. The Schoolfield Museum will be titled the Schoolfield Village Museum and Cultural Center, which incorporates both economic engines that supported Danville for 150 years, and that being textile and tobacco. We have a proposed opening of late 2012, assuming we can get the money we need to do what we have to do.